Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to From the Depths, as it conveniently says there. This is a sort of Minecraft if it was on the ocean and had physics and lots of cool things. I literally picked this up yesterday, so my skill base in it is quite small, but it is a very interesting and very, very fun game. What I'm going to do is show you the vehicle designer and a vehicle that I have already made. Essentially, to play the game, you have a campaign that it says is very difficult and you need to learn the game first. Story, which isn't quite as difficult and gives you a genuine reason to build things. The knowledge base is all the tutorials and everything you need to know. As you can see, there is a lot. But we're going to go into the vehicle designer and I'm going to show you a quick ship that I have made. It doesn't have any weaponry, but it basically explains how vehicles move and block types and things. So we shall owner. And there we go. My character is this little floaty hover thing. I changed it to that because I thought that would be easier and yeah. So you start with this little block when you're in the creator. And because I'm the helicopter guy, I can fly around and I have a pistol because I'm cool. So what we can then do is drop back on top of this and press B to go into build mode. And then if we press caps lock, we get lifted up and into there, which makes it a lot easier to build on. Also means that when I load the vehicle, that's not in the way. So we'll go for... I made this little thing that does not work at all. But this, which I have a huge battleship, and you can see there. Yeah, that took me a while to build. So let's get out of build mode. Oh no, is that going to be stuck on my ship? Oh! Can you not? Could you? Oh, I can! Oh! There are physics with me being able to move that. But can I break it? No, it just bounces off into space. Go! Yes! 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 There we go. Right. So, quick tour of the ship. We have the bow, which I'm quite proud of how that looks. It looked nice and battleship-ish, and that's where the weapons are going to go when I work out how to do that. I'm going to have turret, big turret. So it'll be a small turret, then a big main battery thing, and then I want to have another small turret up there. That is the helm, which you can see the little ship's wheel in. I need to put a chair in there. I forgot to do that. We then have the exhaust and engine room. Ignore the fact the back of the ship sinks. When I was building this, I wasn't entirely sure of some things. That's just the spawn beacon, so you know where you started. And down here, we have what makes the ship move. I know it doesn't look like the one big propeller that you were probably expecting, but we have that and a bunch of rudders. So there's that. The exhausts don't actually function. They're just holes in the ship, but they look nice, so let us explore the internals of my ship. That door does not do what I thought that would do. Right, this is the engine room. It's fine that there's water in here. As you can see, we have a massive engine. It is a 18-cylinder engine. So we have the engine block, and then you have to build crankshafts off the end of that. At the side of crankshafts, you then put pistons, which are those little browny bits there. Pistons require carburetors, which you can see under that, the supercharger. You can then put superchargers, which improve the performance of the engine. Carburetors then need their own fuel supply, if it could stop flooding. I know it looks bad, but flooding's fine. And then the pistons need exhausts. And then you have to have fuel storage, so that's what these barrels are. A gentle float back out. Wait. Wait. I know that door opens the wrong way. I rotated it wrong when I put it in place, but I couldn't be bothered to fix it. That's just a light fixing. When it gets dark, you can barely see. So I just left it in there. That little raft is not going to survive if I move. Then in here is my storage. Oh dear. There's more fuel storage. These are ammunition crates. Then there is these electric generators. This AI mainframe with a transmitter. I haven't got around to AI yet, but that's what's going to be controlling some of my weaponry. And speaking of AI stuff, ow, ow, ow. That's another transmitter, a receiver. I think that's that's a detector. That's a tracker at the back, and then that's radar at the front, which means if I did have AI, they would be able to use that to identify things. As you can see, this needs a bit of perfecting, but it's close to what a real ship would look like. Also, these stairs don't work. They're far too steep and I can't walk up them, so I just pretend. When you're in the helm, you have the option of changing the controls, so I could change that to a completely different... I could change it to work for aircraft or for landcraft. Right, so we shall... I don't have any of the UI. There should be UI, and I've managed to turn it off, apparently. But as you can see, the ship moves somewhat quickly for its size. It's not a slow coach, at the very least. And just, it's really strange. You use T and G to control your engine power. And the more engine power you have, the more powerful your thrusters are. And then you use Y and I to turn the ship, which it doesn't look particularly realistic, but it works, so who's complaining? One thing about the ship that I forgot to mention. You do have to make keels and things, because it won't stay upright properly, and that's part of the reason why the ship does stay upright, because I made this great big keel out of lead. And that just keeps the center of the ship where I wanted it to be, and made that the heaviest bit. But because the game actually has proper buoyancy, because that's the widest part, it doesn't matter that it's the heaviest, because the buoyancy allows it to stay afloat. Ish. So yeah, that is From the Deep. It's, like I said, essentially Minecraft if it were physics-based and on water. There is land over there, but I haven't actually ever made it there. I will possibly do more videos on this with Steam Workshop stuff. And speaking of ships, I have fantastically wonderful World of Warship content coming soon, hopefully. So, I shall say thank you so much for watching, and I shall meet you again in the next one.